So, I am doing a small Let's Play series of Skyrim. Um, it's a modded version. I'm a cheater, I know. Makes me a terrible person. But, it made it so that I could quickly get to a spot where my character is interesting instead of me starting out and being completely boring. Don't really know where I'm gonna go, what I'm gonna do. I do know that I'm going to kill a giant today. That is going to happen. The only cheats I really used were a ring that made my leveling way faster so that I could level up certain skills to make my character what I want it to be. And to make it so that I can craft whatever kind of armor that I wanted to craft in the first place, so that I'm not, like I said, not sure what I'm going to really do. I know I want to do Dawn Guard DLC and kill myself some vampires. I made myself a silver sword specifically for that. A lot of people are gonna be like, well, it's not gonna do as much damage. It does extra damage to undead. Vampires are undead. I also have an cheat mod for the enchanting table so that the extra effect gives 4 effects instead of 2. So I figured I would use that, make myself a pretty beefy silver sword just to kill them with, kind of just for role-playing more than anything. God damn it. Yeah. So, if you guys have suggestions as to what you think I should be doing in my Let's Play, leave a comment. If it's a good comment or if it's a good suggestion, I'll definitely go with it. I have that enchantment yet. So that, you know, I want to make this Let's Play as, you know, interesting to you guys as possible. You know, drop a like if you can. If you do like it, I don't want you to like my videos if they're not good. Always comment, tell me how to make my, you know, my videos better. You know, do they need to be longer? Do they need to be shorter? I have ADD, so I'm going to get distracted during the commentary. That's always going to happen. No matter what happens, I'm going to get distracted. So, don't expect me to not wig out and stop talking for a small period of time. Today's episode isn't going to be that long. I'm going to try to do at least one a week. Work is pretty slow right now, so I figured this would be the best time for me to start uploading, and I'm going to try to upload on Fridays, as that's most likely going to be the days that I have off. Right now I'm just going to find some random dungeons, go through, test out my skills. If I don't like this character, then I'll start a new one. If you have an idea for different characters that you want, then let me know. Yes! I've literally never had that happen. I've never decapitated an enemy in Skyrim, ever. Even with the perk that allows me to do so. So that was awesome. That is the magic of recording. Apparently, as I've been told, sometimes you can't do anything right, and sometimes when you record, everything goes perfect. But I'm doubting that everything is going to go perfect. Come on. Yes! That was so quick. Right now I'm trying to get my restoration up so that I can get the Necromage perk. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to side with the vampires or not. If I do, the Necromage perk will be awesome, and if I don't, the Necromage perk will be awesome. So yeah, if you guys have a suggestion on that, let me know. This is like my second or third video I've ever done. So, as many suggestions as you guys can give that isn't repetitive, so just make sure you read the comments and see if there's anything else that someone hasn't mentioned or has mentioned. That way you're not repeating the same thing over and over and over again. I'm also dyslexic, so reading is not exactly the most fun thing for me. I can do it, and every once in a while I do enjoy reading, but it's not particularly my favorite thing to do. I'm gonna stop recording here in about 15 minutes because I have to go chop firewood. It snowed quite a bit today here in Portland, so which is where I live. So I had to leave work because they were gonna... Everybody left work, so they were gonna close down the shop anyway, or at least shut it down way earlier. But we have a wood stove just in case the power goes out or where we're at. I can still, you know, keep me and my lovely bride warm. So, if you want to take a look at my gear, I will show you. I have Harkin's sword, and it's at a legendary level. And then I have Ancient Falmor boots, full set, with the Ancient Falmor crown, which isn't light or heavy armor. It's just counted as jewelry, which I think it should be armor, just so I can, you know, put some extra, you know, armor rating on it. And I also have Nocturna's clothes as well. It doesn't look like her clothes until you exit out and back off. Funny thing about this is if you have a male character and you put these clothes on, it puts the female body shape to your male character. So it's certainly interesting. But for now I'm going to stick with the Ancient Falmor stuff. I had the vampire sets, but I didn't like how they looked. The only one that I liked really was the white leather set, which it doesn't go with the boots and the gloves very well because they're both black and it's not actually white, it's more of like a cream color, and I just didn't like the aesthetic, so I was gonna, you know, find something else that worked with it, but then I decided to record. This was kind of on a whim. There's another cave. Sorry about the whole clicking in and out of sneak. I've been playing other video games where the sprint is the analog stick that I need to use to sneak with in this game. And I've been playing a variety of different games lately, so it's kind of hard for me to get set into the controls. I'm getting better at adapting to each individual game. I've been playing a lot of Bloodborne. If you guys want,
Now ain't this a surprise?
let's play of that. Yes, another one. If you guys want a let's play of that, that's a rather large undertaking for me because it's embarrassing because I'm not incredibly gifted. The only reason I'm any good is because I can rush and find the rifle spear, and that is just OP to the max, and it's not fair
Time to end this little
to
game.
the rest of the game, except for during boss fights, and I normally end up ringing the summoning bell to get another hunter in to help me out, because like I said, I'm not very good at that game, and boss fights are very hard to
Won't
win
leave
with
here alive.
rifles. Crap. Why are there so many of you at one time? Too off at the knees. Oh yeah, that's why. Because they were all having lunch. Sorry. I'm sorry I interrupted your lunch.
You start.
You have a very nice mace. Hey, stop it. Just no. You stop. You go to sleep. Sorry. I was thinking about doing the Dark Brotherhood after doing the Dawn Guard, and then going on and finishing the rest of the main quest. So yeah, like I said, if you guys want to drop some comments, let me know what you guys think. Let me know how to make this a better Let's Play for you guys. Just die already.
Die already, so I can take it.
No, I said that already. Yeah. I also have another mod that puts more loot into these boss chests. Because they were kind of bare. Bethesda does a pretty good job with rewarding you sometimes, and sometimes they don't do a good job at all. This just puts in some nice loot without you having to go up the lockpick tree to Golden Touch, and I think it's Treasure Hunter. That gives you a better chance of finding special loot in chests.
Did he listen? Now ain't this a surprise?
Yep, it was a surprise that it didn't take me longer to kill you. Well, that was a short cave. Kind of disappointed. There's another cave this way. I'll go that way now. Yeah, I think I like the aesthetic of this armor, and that sword in particular. I know it's not the greatest sword, but it will do sufficient amounts of damage, provided I find the correct enchantments and start, you know, doing more and more of what I want to do. I normally end up making the same character every single time, which is generally the Skyrim struggle. Everybody makes like the same character over and over and over again because they know how to use that character. I'm normally very sneaky, run in, dagger, do lots and lots of damage, run away, come back, sneak attack, over and over again. Just because I like the concept of you can't see me, you can't hear me, and then, what's that? Your buddy's dead? And then I'm gone. And then you turn around and you think you see something, so you go over to check it out, and then all of a sudden, blam! You get stabbed in the back, and, you know, you're now dead.
Is someone there?
I'm here alone at the house today with my dog Batman. We adopted him with that name from the Humane Society. He's a pretty good dog. He is loving all the snow. I took him for a run earlier and he flipped out. He thought it was the coolest thing ever since sliced bread. And let me tell you, my dog loves sliced bread. My wife and I have to be very careful when we come home from the store because if we leave that bread out and we leave it alone for anything longer than like 10 seconds, he's going to get into it, he's going to rip the bag open, he's going to eat all the bread. He's not going to get the bag everywhere, and he's not going to actually make that much of a mess, to be honest. He's going to get every last piece of that bread, let me tell you. I'm actually kind of thankful that he makes sure he doesn't make a mess. Although you can tell when he's done it, because you walk in and you look at him and you go, Batman, what'd you do? And he's like, I'm sorry, human, I have trusted me, and
I knew I smelled
I'm gonna go cower in the corner and eat myself because I'm scared. Which I have no reason. He has no reason to fear me specifically, or my wife. So it is disheartening to see him that afraid, but at the same time, like, he knows he's done wrong. So kind of makes me wonder if it's going to be easier or harder to train him to no longer do that stuff. I hope, keyword is hope, I hope that it will make it easier to train him not to get into food he's not supposed to be in. I'm surprised he hasn't tried talking and ruining this broadcast today. But yeah, I'm going to leave it off for here. Thanks for tuning in, if anybody has, and I will see you probably Friday.